We are replacing window weight ropes today. Some of these old windows had jack chains, they called, but these had rope on the pulleys. And so this one here is one that we have not done yet. I'll show you the one that's already dismantled in a minute, but these were pretty fancy windows here at the turn of the century. These were put in about 1905. So the estimate here when they remodeled this house, originally built in 1811, they put an addition on here in 1905 and put these, these were top of the line double hung windows. And so sometimes they could get a good shot here with any light. These ropes would break, and of course that's hard to open and shut the window. But right up there, you can see the pulley. I don't really have a way of shining a light on here right this second, but over there at the other window we'll see it better. So when these ropes break, of course, when these broke years ago, get some light there. So when the ropes break, obviously it's hard to open and shut the windows. And on this particular style of window, the top and the bottom window originally would open, and so the shutters, they would open it, close the shutters and crack the top and window, pull it down or bottom, and create a nice draft there for air to come in. So both of these windows there have the pulley set up on it, and we're going to look today at how do you replace the ropes on the old windows with the weights. Okay, so over here is one that we have already started. First thing you have to do is take out the window strips here. So you take out these side strips. You got to pull these off, at least you do on this set of windows. So you're going to pull both window strips off. Be careful not to crack them. You want to work them out from top to bottom, and then go ahead and pull the window out as I did there, and you'll see why here in a minute. Then you'll look at the side of your window, and there will be you'll look there for a screw like that, and this set right up in that hole, and you'll take that screw out. It may be covered with wood putty, but you'll look for a crack there in the seam, and that's how you know this wedge window weight cover. You can locate that. Anyway, so you take the screw out and you'll remove that. That will then expose the hole where the window weight is. And we've gone ahead and already tied this on, but you'll just see an old piece of rope there tied to that, and you'll have to fish a new rope then up through the window cavity. And so what we did, we pulled out the screws here holding the pulley on, just two screws up there. You can see that now, two screws, one there, one up top. That whole pulley system will come out. So what you'll do is pull out the pulley system, or at least I did. It made it easier for fishing in the string. Pull out that whole pulley bracket, and then I just took a fish rod here, like I use for electrical. See this long flexible fishing rod, or electrical fish stick rod, whatever you want to call it there. Anyway, so we tie the string on to the end of this rod, leave about 6 or 8 inches, and just fish that right up through the cavity. Got it there at the top, and then pulled the string out. At that point, then I put the pulley back in there, pulled the string out the top, pulled the pulley in, put the screws on, and I measured the length of the old rope, the old string. So what you're going to have usually, there's obviously the weight still in the cavity with the old rope that's broken, and then on the side of the window you'll have a piece of the old rope still there, and they usually just put it in with a nail. There's a nail that came out, but right there you'll see a piece of rope still there. you can just measure what length it was and put it back like that. But right there in that little spot there is where the knot will go. And I just put a little drywall screw in when I do it, but you can use a nail too. And so up here, you'll pull that through, measure it to length, and tie a knot just like that. Something neat here on these windows when you're working on these, I can show this to you here just a second. But right there, if you can see, hold that light over here for me, please, right here at that spot. So if you see down there, there's two nails sticking up. Those nails are for the window weight to rest on while you're working on it, or else it's going to be too far down in the spot and you're not going to be able to have it work. So it's also the joys of working on it with kids. Okay, so we're going to let this window weight back down. And let it rest on those two nails, because as you can see, you don't have a lot to work with there on the rope. Okay, so that there's resting on the nails. Okay, at this point we go ahead and put the window up on the ledge, put the knot in the side of the window, put a screw in, and then we're ready to raise it up out of the way and put the cover back on.